Hey there, everybody. This is the collab that you probably weren't expecting, but will hopefully like. We're here with Juliet from the Julie Elliott there. I did it again. YouTube channel. Thanks for being on our channel.
Oh, thanks for having me. I've been following you guys for a while, so nice to finally meet up in person.
Cool. In this video, I thought we'd do a quick Q&A talking about the meta of bike YouTube. How long have you been doing YouTube?
Crikey, I'm trying to remember. It's a really long time though.
Yeah.
Like I've been, plugging away at this for years and years. I started with a blog and then I just wanted to put a few videos on it.
Yeah.
So I started the blog in like 2007.
Oh, old school. That's
Yeah.
like us. We started in like 09.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I can't remember when I first put videos on, but I started doing it regularly when I was racing Red Hook Crit, which would have been 8 years ago, maybe.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know.
Out of all the platforms, like where does YouTube sit? Is it like the most profitable or most like stable?
Yeah, well, YouTube's probably both. It's the most stable and the most work.
Yeah.
And in terms of like income, it's pretty poor actually from YouTube itself.
Yeah.
But obviously I've got sponsors and I work with brands, so they really like YouTube. Also, I do actually like doing it. So, that really helps. But people who think they're going to make a load of money out of YouTube itself are possibly not correct.
I mean, they don't like give you just like a ton of cash, like once you hit over 100,000?
No, like the amount of money you make per view is so small.
Right, yeah. Do you view yourself as an athlete that creates content or a content creator that does events?
Definitely an athlete that creates content, because I was sponsored before doing any of this and I started to do it to share the excitement of all the events I was racing, like specifically Red Hook Crit. A fixed gear crit that I was doing was so fun and so of that moment.
Right.
I just wanted to show people behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So I was there as an athlete racing and all the content came after. It was before content creator
Right.
or influencer was a thing. So of course, when people call me an influencer, I'm like,
Do you die inside when you hear that word?
athlete!
Yeah. Seems like you've been doing other sports. So crossing over to running, do you feel like there's less baggage in the running space or in the cycling space?
No,
or
I
is it the
think
same?
I think it's all the same. I mean, I don't know so much about running, so maybe I'm not aware of all the rules or cliques and stuff like that. But I
Yeah.
have friends who run and they tell me about it.
Right.
But for me, it's nice because I can just ignore all of that and get on with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what the right sock height is and stuff. I just like getting out there.
Yeah, are runners that, do you think runners are that anal as
Oh yeah, I think it's the same. Yeah.
So here's a question, like every year you seem to do like a ton of events, and when I see you talk about your calendar, I'm just like, oh my God, all these like things you have to do. Does it ever become like overwhelming, and how do you like manage that?
It does become a bit overwhelming because I find it really hard to turn down an opportunity. Like I rarely turn down an opportunity. I just want to make the most of this amazing opportunity I have.
Yeah.
But sometimes I overdo it. And what normally happens is I overdo it and then I've got like 3 events back to back. I think I am not going to do this again.
Right.
And next year I'm going to, calm things down a bit. It's just, it happens again, basically. So I'll have like a slightly more modest schedule for next year, but then I'll get to next year and something will pop up and I will say yes. So,
Right.
yeah.
So you had like a fairly good crash. Was it last year?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How have you recovered, and like when that happened, what was your thinking in terms of like the content you have to make and like the promises you had to fulfill?
Yeah, it was definitely a worry. I think my parents their first thought was like, oh, poor Jules, what's she going to do about her job? But I've recovered really well, and it still plays on my mind a little when I'm cornering, because I was cornering when I crashed. So I take things a little easier now because I'd rather finish the race than just, do something stupid. But yeah, when I was in hospital, I was worrying about that. And in fact, when I was in hospital, I got dropped by one of my main clients.
Oh, no.
So thanks for that.
Let's go back to what your parents, do they see this as a serious job, or your friends, or are they like, what are you doing?
My mum really, really doesn't understand it. She really doesn't understand it.
Yeah.
So that client that dropped me, when I told her about that, she was like, oh, so what are you going to do now? Will you have to go out and get another job?
Right.
And I'm like, well, I do have a job. Like, she's like, oh, right. Well, what is it? And I was like, well, YouTube. She's like, oh, well, I've been doing it for years. She really doesn't get it, but she's a little older and she doesn't really do social media and stuff like that.
Yeah.
My dad, I think he probably doesn't totally understand it,
Yeah.
but more so. And he likes watching my videos and stuff like that. So yeah, I
Well-
think, yeah, they sort of get it, but not totally.
My parents are the same way. Every time I go home, they're like, what's that thing you're doing?
Yeah,
again?
yeah,
Is it going
right.
okay? At what point did you realize that YouTube was going to be like a really viable medium and one that you should put a lot of effort into?
Well, like I said, I just did it as a way of documenting what I was doing. But then because I already had a bit of a following on Facebook and Instagram, I guess, I quite quickly got the views on YouTube. And I was known for blogging as well. So
Yeah.
the views came up pretty quickly, but I still didn't really lock onto it as a target. It was actually my ex-husband. He was like, you should really actually do this. Like, why don't you do one a week?
Right.
And I'm like, one a week? No way. That is way too much work.
Yeah.
And he's like, just try it. And I tried it.
Yeah.
And then there was COVID.
Yeah.
So I did 2 a week and did really well. So yeah, I guess since then.
How was like we noticed during COVID that we had like a big spike in viewership. Was that
same.
similar? And it has a
Yeah.
big kind of like
You sort
Yeah.
of plateaued a little since.
yeah. Yeah. So one thing, like when I do a YouTube video, I try not to get too personally invested in it because I
Yeah.
feel like there's this weird thing where, the amount of effort doesn't always equate to
Oh, man,
views. Do you experience the
100%.
same thing?
See, I'm trying to be more like you with that because the videos that I really love and I labour over, no one
Right.
gives a shit about, and they
Right.
just don't even watch them. And I'm like, this was amazing, and then I'll like walk outside my house and
Right.
tell people some random fact, and everyone watches it.
Right.
I'm like, oh, guys. So now I'm trying to be a bit less precious. Like today I was editing my video and I don't know if this is a good thing to put out there publicly, but I just thought that's good enough. That'll do. Put it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah, we have the same thing. Like I had a video where I shot when I was traveling on like the camera of my laptop, which is totally crappy
yeah.
quality, and it did really well.
cool.
The topic was really good, but
Yeah.
then that's when it broke my head. It's like, oh, there's no direct correlation between production value or like how hard you work doesn't necessarily
Yeah.
translate into views and then like therefore
For
income.
real. Like I have done polls and stuff and asked my viewers, which things they care about more, cinematic quality and production, and mainly people don't really care about that so much, not in general, but from my channel, because I think people are used to it just being a bit more rough and ready. So
Right.
yeah, you stick with that.
Yeah. So you've done a ton of cycling, fixed gear crit racing. You're getting into or you've done a ton of bike packing. Of all the types, what's your favorite? If you could only do one forever and ever.
Bike packing.
Really? Okay.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just the absolute best. So I'm hoping to do a bit more stuff where I can ride somewhere and then like park my bike for a bit and then like run up a mountain
Right.
and then camp and then ride a bit, and then I want to do a bit more of that. That's just the absolute best, like just being out there. And
I guess what's the most difficult aspect of being a bike YouTuber for you? Is it the editing? Is it the emotional part of putting yourself out there? Is it the comments? Like,
oh, right. Yeah, there are a few different things there. Yeah. I don't know what the hardest bit is. I suppose sometimes it's hard to just have to sit down indoors and focus. I find it quite hard to focus for long periods of time, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I'll be like lying down, sitting up, walking over there, doing a bit of this, and I kind of edit all in weird places around the house to try and actually get it done. So I
Right.
do find that quite hard, particularly when you're editing and you could be cycling, but
Right.
you just got to do it. The comments normally aren't that bad.
Yeah.
The odd bad one, yeah, I mean, it's hard to ignore. I totally lost my train of thought. I was going to say, what is it? This is going to sound really kind of churlish, given the fact I have this amazing life and great job, but sometimes it is annoying. Like, I just want to go for a ride with my friend,
right.
and I don't want to have to get my camera out all the time and film this and think of what's to show everyone. I want to just ride with my mate. But then that feels really silly because it's a really cool thing and I could
Right.
easily create a video out of it. So it feels a bit like, okay, is that a waste, or am I lazy, or is it important that I just ride with my friend?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's totally attention. It's like for us, like a vacation is when we go on the bike ride and bring no cameras.
Oh, for sure.
Where that's like, okay, that's,
Exactly.
just saying it like right at the very beginning, okay, we're not going to film, we
That's
can just enjoy
lovely.
it,
Yeah.
But there is like in the back of my mind, it's like,
But this could be great content.
I know. So you're here for a Sea Otter. What
Yeah.
do you what's on your docket?
So I'm hanging out with the guys at Marin Bikes at Sea Otter. They're launching a new gravel bike, the
cool.
Headlands. So I've got one of those, and I'm going to be racing the UCI gravel race tomorrow, which isn't something I normally do particularly. I've done one UCI race before and it really wasn't my cup of tea, but I can't miss the opportunity to push myself and have a bit of fun here in Girona, so I'll be giving it a bash tomorrow.
Well, good luck on the race.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to Juliet's channel, I'm sure you have. I'll put the link below.
Thank you.
I don't know if like YouTube rolled out this new like collab feature. Have you seen that?
Right. No, I haven't seen it.
If it's available, then
That'd be great. Yeah,
it shares it to like both our viewership and everything.
Perfect.
So, all right.
All right.
So check her out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, keep the supple side down.